Two Sheds Gabby back for another penny hunt. So the last couple boxes I've gone through have been pretty doggone amazing. Kind of like a ground control to Major Tom. You got to come back to Earth today. Probably getting back to more of the regular boxes here. This is the box that I picked up when I pick up my $50, and I'm pretty consistent with getting 3 pounds and 10 wheat pennies. So that's what I'm hoping for today. I'm slowly going through a box of 2022 pennies, looking for some type of variety or oddity or something. It's it's kind of boring, because there's mostly nothing. I've had a little bit of fun, so hopefully, if you watch the video, you'll get a kick a chuckle out of a couple of things that I've done. But it's going to be another week or two because I only go through several rolls in a day and then I'm done. Let's get started here and see if I get my goal. I'm at about 160 pounds for the year. My goal is 260. It's the end of July, and I've got about 100 pounds to go. So it's going pretty well. I'm in the sixth row, and this is the first thing that I have found outside of some copper pennies. 1999 Canadian, non-copper. I know that my last couple videos have been pretty long, and for you folks that don't like them long, I apologize. There's just so much in those two boxes. So this one is probably going to be a whole lot shorter if it keeps up like this. Not near as much stuff to show you that I found. I was sitting here thinking about, everybody's on Facebook anymore, just about. And I was thinking back before Facebook, how long ago was that? I don't know. 10 years ago, maybe? Or a little more than that, I guess. Yeah, I guess it was. And it seems like everybody was on Facebook. I mean, MySpace, where a lot of people were back then. And it started getting kind of weird. And I remember I wasn't liking a lot of the stuff I was seeing on there. And we were looking for alternatives, and some Christian friends told us about a site that had some other Christian friends on there, and it was called Pleonast. And so we got on Pleonast. But, I don't think that lasted for a year. I don't think we were there for a year until we ended up on Facebook. Well, this is the seventh row, and I found a 2009 Lincoln commemorative, one of the 4 reverse designs. I went and looked up Pleonast. It still exists. I don't remember at all my login or password, so I didn't get into it. But I just looked up Pleonast on Yahoo. Not Yahoo, on Google. And they said, we don't have any information about this. This is what popped up. But it was there. And I looked. It was pretty weird. But I didn't get into it. I may have to get into it and just see what it's about these days. And I haven't been on MySpace in forever. Don't really have much of a desire to. It wouldn't bother me to have an agreement with my wife to not do social media for a couple days a week. It'd be a little bit of getting used to, because, you get on there pretty much every day and just check and see what people have said and stuff. But I'd like to go a day or two a week without very much electronics. But, I've got a business to run that's electronics. I'd still have to keep my phone on pretty much, just in case I get orders that I got to fill. I'm in the 11th row, have not found a Wheatie yet or Canadian copper, but here's penny number 199. That last 9 is just almost non-existent. You can tell it's there, but it's just not hardly there at all. So there's one that didn't get stamped right. I'll stick that one aside, and I'll keep that one. That's pretty neat. Well, folks, this is the 22nd roll, and this is my first wheat penny. Wowzers. At this rate, I might get 3. You know, I wasn't expecting this box to be nearly as good as the last 2, but I was hoping it'd let me down slowly. Slowly. 1939D, that's cool. I'll have to check my sheet here in a second and see if I've got that. That is a good one. 22nd roll. Wow. And as far as the copper, I just couldn't tell you if I'll hit 3 pounds. I'll go a couple rolls with 11 or 12, but then I'll go a couple of rolls with 5 or 6. So it's just real hard to say. I hope it picks up a little bit better in the second half. Oh, look at that. I got a Canadian copper penny. Right there, 12-sided. 1982. I'm so glad they made their pennies copper up until 1996. A whole lot more percentage of the Canadian pennies I find are copper because of that. Not to mention the fact that they're 98% copper. Pretty neat. Makes them fun to find, in my opinion. Anything else in this roll? I said that I'm going to order one of these free stands for my phone for videoing, and I haven't done it. I apologize. I'm going to try to remember to get online tonight and start looking around and seeing what's out there. This is pretty cool, folks. That 39D is needed in my book, so I get to put a slash through that number. I got a ways to go on this book, as you can see. But almost every one of them have come from coin roll hunting too. So that's pretty neat. Well, I'm on a roll here, folks. This is the next roll, the 23rd roll. And I have Wheatie number 2. Oh, this is 19. Another old one. Oh, is that S? That's cool. Let me grab my paper real fast. I need that one too. Oh, that's neat. Let me set that aside. I'll put it in the book here in just a second. So, this is Tuesday night, and my brother comes over on Tuesday night. We have dinner, and then we have a Bible study, and then we watch a couple shows together and hang out for a little while. So, it's after 5 p.m. He usually gets here about 6. So, in 2 more rolls, I'll quit. Stop halfway through. Boy, that is a mess. I'm gonna weigh that, but I believe it's zinc. That is zinc. We're going through the book of the Gospel of John right now. Enjoy getting together like that every week. Most every week, things happen, and sometimes we don't get together for whatever reason. I'm halfway through the box now. This last roll didn't have a Wheatie, but it did have 12 copper. I'll pick back up after dinner tonight. Okay, my brother has just left, and I'm back, and this is the first roll back in the... This is the second half of the box, and a Canadian copper, 12-sided. This is the second one I've gotten. 1989. My wife made a zucchini cake for dessert. Oh my goodness, it was good. And for dinner, we had stuffed bell peppers. Also mighty good. Back in the day, this is how we used to find out the local time and temperature. $82. Well, this is the second row, and it certainly has my permission to keep this up. Wheat penny number 3, 1956D. I don't think I need this one in my book. But that's wheat penny number 3, and that's good. I hope it keeps that up. I still have a lot of rolls that are that don't meet the average, so I'm not going to say I'm not going to get the 3 pounds, but I'm certainly not convinced that I am. It's messy. Well, this is a trend I hope can stick around for a while. This is the third row. Certainly wasn't like this in the first half. 1958D. That's wheat penny number 4. Wouldn't it be a hoot if I turned around and got 10 after all? So we've all decided to go out for dinner on Friday night, and I think we're going to go back to Texas Roadhouse. We do like to go get our steaks. I'm sure that's zinc, but I'll weigh it. Yep. I've seen about 6 or 8 of these in this box now, where somebody has taken them and like filed them down or something. Somebody must have done it to a bunch of them, because I've seen quite a few in this box alone. My little streak came to a quick end. This is roll number 10, and if you can tell, that's a wheat penny, but it sure is in poor condition. And you see the wheat over there? What year we got? Oh my. Come on, I think it says 52. That is a sad penny. But I'm going to call that wheat number 5. If it was a 2009 that was that bad, I wouldn't keep it, that's for sure. My friend in West Virginia was just writing to me saying, we're getting all these Canadian pennies. He said, we got all these people coming across the border. Why aren't we getting any pesos? He says, we're getting quesos, but no pesos. That's an interesting point. I wonder why we're not getting any pesos. I guess the cartel's getting all the pesos. With 10 rolls to go in the box, here's wheat penny number 6, a 54D. I'm running out of time. Six rolls to go in the box, and here is wheat penny number 7. 1940. Seems like all the 1940s I find are Philadelphia. So that's 7. That's close. That's not too awful shabby, I guess. I had a roll of pennies just a couple rolls back that had 1 copper penny in it. That makes it hard to get your 3 pounds. Oh, also, have you seen how copper has dropped in price? Yeah, I talk about the article that talks about how high copper is going to go. And wouldn't you know, it dropped quite a bit. It was over 3 cents a penny about a month ago, and now it's down to 2.71 cents per penny. For instance, if you've got 100 pounds of copper pennies, with the copper value last month, they were worth $450. This month, right now, they're worth $393. Our hoarding copper pennies prices are dropping. 2 rolls to go after this one, and here is Wheatie number 8. You know, that turned out to be almost respectable, didn't it? Sure did. And 2 of them went in my book. That's pretty good if you ask me. 82. 2 rows to go. What do you think about this? Prices going down. I mean, you know, prices fluctuate. They always do. And it just happens to be on a bigger down spiral than I was expecting, but that's the way things go. So we just lost a chunk of money, us penny hoarders. I would suggest you don't sell today. Boy, those Canadian pennies are not showing up in this box, that's for sure. Okay, I have weighed the 82s. Thankfully, this time the copper ones outweighed the the zinc ones, or there's more of them. And now we're going to see if I got the 3 pounds. I had rolls that had 12, 13, 14, but I had rolls that had 1 and 2. So we'll just see how close I am. Maybe it feels pretty good. No, I didn't quite get it. 2 pounds, 14 ounces. Close. I got 8 wheat pennies, not 10. Close. So this wasn't a fantastic box, but I got a couple more pounds to add to my goal of 260 for the year. This gets me a little bit closer. And sorry about your copper prices going down. I know it's a bummer, but it does it. Don't sell. It'll come back up. We'll see you next time.